Hi guys, this is Lashette from Scarlet Moon Creations, and I'm back with this look at our One Book July and Junk Journal July for the first week or so. Here I start out showing you how I do my dailies in my bullet journal, and I've already got some there. For this setup, I'm using my Tombow dual brush pens as like just a swatch of color for the header, and over it I use the Tombow Fudenosuke pen, and then write out any events I have for that day, followed by task I want to get done from any of the projects that I talked about in my monthly setup. If you look on the left there, I have like a rolling weekly, and sometimes I show that in my monthly setups. That's like events I know are coming up, some things that are due on those dates. And then I put my dailies, whenever I remember to do them, in the middle. It's a weird setup that I know I haven't seen elsewhere. I write over the color much later because I'm not sure if there will be some smudging, so there's that. This time I forgot to do Saturday, so I'm going back in and writing that. So as far as my dailies go, sometimes I don't do them like at the start of the day. Sometimes I'll do them the day after, and it's more of a what did I do rather than a what will I do list. So the other thing that I should be doing during my dailies is updating my health and wellness tracker and my habit trackers. So at this point, I've figured out what I want to track for my habits, and I basically decided on 3 things here. Divination is what I'm writing, and journaling, and museum/parks. That's visiting them. So I want to visit museums more often, and I think summertime is great because they're indoors and we get free AC. In addition to the history or art or whatever. And parks, I want to do more hiking, and I low-key have this like goal to visit every park in my city. So the other 2, divination and journaling, kind of really overlap well with the projects I have, particularly the ones you'll see in these weekly vlog style updates for One Book July and Junk Journal July. The next thing is starting the next weekly spread and filling in any events and appointments I have. It's mostly appointments. So now, speaking of this divination and journaling, I'm working on my divination journal, and I'm doing the Plant Spirit Oracle mini study where you pull a card from the deck you're using and kind of journal about what comes up. And the deck I'm using is the Illustrated Herbiary. It is different from the Plant Spirit Oracle, but it gives you a ritual and a reflection, something to journal about, like journal questions for each card or each herb. So that's what I am doing daily. Hi guys, so this is Lashette, and I'm here to wrap up this first week-ish, or the first update for One Book July and Junk Journal July. Just FYI, not not anything happening here for Junk Journal July. I was very busy with my launch the first week or so of this month. So didn't get to the junk journal stuff really. I plan to from now on though. So in my bullet journal here, I showed a little bit of how things were going. Here's what my health and wellness tracker and habit tracker looks like. And let's see, some dailies and the weekly. And I kind of did some brainstorming down here as far as pricing for something in the future and the divination catch up, trying to figure out what how long certain things would take. And I'm going to focus on the plant spirit oracle and the fairies oracle deck studies, because that light seer is not happening. And I might be able to fit in the wave skimmer challenge. That's the Cancer Astro Divination challenge by Herman's Mirror, but we'll see. And I wrote out the spreads I want to do for my reading journal and AT's music videos filming that I want to do. Well, I started that, but I need to update it. So yeah, that's all we got. It's sparse, and yeah. The next thing, I'll do this last. The reading journal here, I put a card in here to show you so I can get straight to the page. I haven't done a lot, which is not great considering all that I want to do, but I added in the other books for the Swoon Sisters book club for the next quarter, July, August, and September. I don't know that I'll get to any of these three because the library does not have them, but it is what it is. And the big thing for me is my mid-year check-in, mid-year book, I'll tag spreads. So I kept it simple, kind of matching what sort of I believe I'll be using for the July spreads in here. And yeah, I need to do this video and I need to know the answers to these questions, so I just did it, and the monthly stuff will come after. It's fine. This is for me. Again, kept it simple. Just use this gradient washi tape and the Furunosuke brush tips in orange, red, and green here. Oh yeah. I might add a few more stats from Storygraph, but yeah, I got a couple of stats here. The mid-year check-in questions that are different from the mid-year book freak out tag. And yeah, so you're getting a sneak peek if you're following me for bookish content of that video. So that's it for week. Well, not week one. It's definitely been over a week. But let's go and show you what I've mostly been doing in the mornings, is the Plant Spirit Oracle mini study daily in here. And I'll be real, I don't have them all in here yet, but this was a spread I did the 8 cards, and then the going back to talk about the Plant Ally 3A. I probably come back and draw very simply the plants in these squares here. But it was mostly like pulling a card a day and talking about it, and then doing either the ritual or reflection. I've simplified after the first one, or the third one I should say. Just using a tombow at the top, making sure it dries, and then going over with the Funaisuke, and then the writing I'm doing with this Papermate Ink Joy. So yeah, that is all I've done so far, and I'm okay with that. Like, I'm not in a rush for no reason. But that being said, I do know after this, I will be heavily focusing on this Fairies Oracle, and therefore Junk Journal July. So, like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you are new, hit the notification bell so you know when those new videos come out, and let me know in the comments down below how your One Book July and Junk Journal July are going so far. I've been thinking about Junk Journal July and how I will or won't fit the prompts for the my junk journal, which is writing heavy and focused on having daily card pulls. So I think I definitely will be a unique addition to this challenge this year. So guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.